Good morning. It's our last day in Fethiye. Crazy to think that we've already been here for 10 days. But today we're hitting the road again. Our first stop is to a waterfall in the same direction as the national park that we visited on the other day trip. But besides for that, it'll be mostly a beach day. Hopefully check one out that's a little bit off the beaten path. And then going to the famous Oludeniz Lagoon.
No card, cash.
No card.
Cash.
Credit card?
Credit card?
No.
No.
Okay.
Teşekkür. Bye
Teşekkürler. Bye bye. No credit card.
We have arrived to the waterfalls. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to butcher it, but I'm going to put it right here. And let's check them out.
All together. All together.
Oh, all together.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's cold as yesterday.
Yeah? Can you help me? You just have to walk carefully with the rocks.
The idea is similar to Kent National Park. Here there's actually like an ending that you go to, like a waterfall, and if you're brave enough you can get under it, but obviously it's freezing cold water.
We did mess up, right? This could have been done yesterday.
This could have been done yesterday.
Yeah, so if you're coming here, just watch the old video, add this to that video because it's right next to it. Learn from our mistakes.
Peaceful now?
Yeah, it's nice.
Not as cold as yesterday.
No, it's not. At the beginning, oh, I mean,
Pretty fresh.
yeah.
I don't know if we got used to it. Oh, we just saw the waterfall. We made it. It looks pretty big. Nice. This place is absolutely amazing. Again, we're not going to try and pronounce it. We'll write it down.
I'll put the name.
Yeah, but it's like a 15-minute drive from the national park that we went to, but the nature is completely different.
Yeah, it's very green and lush, and it smells moist. It feels alive, and it's so peaceful too. There's definitely less people, and the people you see are mostly local tourists, which is super nice to see people enjoying their own country. Right when you enter, there's like a couple shops and there's a restaurant, so you definitely have food options and restrooms.
They sell Turkish tea, which they do everywhere, but it's nice to warm up after going through the water.
It is very nice because the water is really cold.
And the walk is great too, just going through the stream and listening to the water flowing over the rocks.
Yeah, it's not too hard. You just have to be careful. Bring, like my sandals work fine.
Yeah, bring the water shoes or something.
Yeah, whatever you have, and it'll be fine.
We absolutely recommend this place. It was really cool to come
definitely come here. Super affordable, also not a long drive, and yeah, it's definitely worth it. Now we are gonna head to where? The beach?
The beach. We're heading to the beach.
Heading to the beach.
Bring life water to the test.
Ready to hit the road?
Ready. But this is as far as we can get with the car.
What did the guy say?
He said it was 15 lira to park, but he looked at my shoes. He's like, with those, impossible. So it's like an hour and 15-minute hike down, and this is as close as we can get.
Oh.
Which kind of sucks, because I think that beach was supposed to be really beautiful and kind of...
I mean, I'm sure it is.
Undiscovered, because you have to hike an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of disappointed, but I guess now we...
Yeah, it happens. Now we go somewhere that it is definitely not secluded.
Yeah.
You'll see. I feel like we are failing you with the day trip options today. Because the first stop, you could have done it when you do the national park. And the second stop, well, it's not a fail. I think it's worth it, right? Like, it's probably worth it. Just we're going to leave it there in the video. So if you come, bring hiking shoes and like prepare to spend more time there, because you do have to hike.
Make a day of it.
Yeah, you do have to
hike.
It's
an hour hike.
Yeah, and you have to have like right shoes, and then you have to hike up. So we're gonna leave it in the video so you guys think about it, and if you want to do it, you have the information there.
And let us know how it was.
And what?
Let us know how it was.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about that place. I wanted to go.
Yeah, we're kind of sad that we couldn't go. We were not prepared for it. We are now driving through some very curvy gravel roads, and we are heading to Butterfly Valley, which is very popular with the boats. I don't know how many people go by car, and we are going to tell you more about it when we get there, but it's supposed to be really beautiful. See you there.
This is Butterfly Valley from above. So all these cars are just parked along the street to, I guess, try and get a photo of the valley itself. And there used to be a hike downwards, but I think it's pretty intense, and technically it's shut down, but I think you may be able to do it still. But, you need proper hiking equipment. But there's also a little bay here that leads up to what's supposed to be a pretty nice beach. But from what we've read is that a lot of the boats come from Ölüdeniz and, fill up the beaches during the better part of the day, and there's a car right behind you.
That's the spot where everyone is trying to take their photo. And we're going there to get shots so we can show it to you.
This is what you can see from this lookout. There's a lot of people come jockeying for a picture. It's pretty. It's pretty. You can't see the beach though, so I don't know if it's entirely worth it.
I think you really have to work your way down to some, down some sketchy rocks.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem worth it to us, honestly.
No. A lot of the coast kind of looks like this. I don't know, maybe it's different when you can see the beach and the valley, but I mean, if you're driving around the coast, then you'll get views like this all over the place. So.
Yeah, so just stop anywhere.
So we walked past the restaurant a little bit and went downhill like 10 or 15 minutes towards the edge of the cliff, and we did find the beach.
Yeah, you can see it from up here. You can see all the boats that are there. It doesn't seem very busy, honestly, right? Like, there's a lot of boats, but it doesn't seem to
I think
be...
there's just not that many tourists now.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think I heard Daddy Yankee blaring from up here, so
I mean...
That's part of the vibe, but I think the boats leave at some point, so if you have some kind of like private transportation, it is really pretty.
It is beautiful, yes. I don't... Yeah.
And they have camping down there. So
yeah, I guess if you can get
there,
if you can wake
you have
up
a piece
there.
of paradise to yourself. But
exactly.
if you're in a giant boat with hundreds of other people, then that's up to
Yeah,
you.
that maybe takes a little bit of the experience away. At least in our opinion, that's why we didn't do it. But I mean, yeah, if you're driving by, it's like pretty close to Ölüdeniz. Just stop by and check it out for yourself. Oludeniz is a small town that has a lot going on. It's definitely busy here. You are not going to run short of activities if you come here because it was mostly developed for tourism. So we learned that there was nothing here until paragliding became a thing, and that's what brought businesses to the town. So it's filled with shops and restaurants, and honestly there's something for everyone, but just keep in mind that it's small, and yeah, you'll have to share the place with other people. And I mean, if you like to do a lot of activities, you have them all here.
We're at the famous Blue Lagoon in Ölüdeniz, and I think what happens is the water here is so perfectly calm that's why you get all the beautiful colors. We're here a little later in the afternoon, so you can't quite see it, but I think because it's so calm too, there's tons of families here enjoying and set up here on the loungers and with their blankets out, just having a picnic. So it seems like a nice place to come, with your family and hang out and just relax in the water.
We are ending the day at this beautiful beach in Ölüdeniz. We have been here before. This is where we did our paragliding, and
which was the best day of my life.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it's a beautiful beach surrounded by mountains, turquoise water, super calm, very nice. It has different areas. One area seems for families. One area seems louder. This where we are.
So the Blue Lagoon's on one side, and then you walk like 30 seconds and then you're on the beach with the open water.
Yeah, and there's like space for everyone. I feel like where we are right now, as you can hear, is pretty quiet, and other areas are different.
Today didn't go exactly as planned. The morning started off really nicely, the walk through to the waterfalls, and that was cool, but then the beach was kind of a fail, and I don't know, my mood gets ruined a little bit when things don't go my way, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's what happens. Like, we tried to put into a couple of super touristy activities like Ölüdeniz and the Blue Lagoon, and then try to find something off the beaten. Yeah. Oh, and Butterfly Valley. Yeah, and then try to find something a little bit off the beaten path, like the waterfalls that we visited and the beach that
we tried to visit.
And that's what happens too. There's not much information out there, so you just go there and expect the best, but sometimes the best doesn't happen, and that's okay.
We're gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah. We try to do a good job at showing you the beautiful and the, you know, the surrounding areas too, so you can make your own mind about a place and decide if it's for you or if it's not. And we feel super grateful to be here and super happy. But tomorrow we are leaving to Kash, and we're very excited to be somewhere smaller, we think.
We think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It should be nice.
Yeah.
It's another beach town, but smaller than Fethiye. for
Yeah.
sure.
And now, we're gonna just go for a swim and this beautiful day swimming at in the ocean, and go home and get ready for tomorrow.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next week.
Bye. Dying. Like the workouts. It was a terrible idea not to take a cab to Airbnb. It's been like 15 minutes or 20. And it has felt like 2 hours carrying the suitcases.